Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing great. Welcome back to Thrive with Stride, and welcome to my first episode of my review of the first episode. That's a lot of first episodes, guys. Of With Love Meghan. And her first episode was with her friend Daniel Martin, her makeup artist Daniel Martin. And he's also called Uncle Daniel from her kids. Yeah, there you go. So guys, the first episode of With Love Meghan was beautiful. It was wonderful and amazing, of course I would say. But it did start off with Meghan at her beehives. And this was her actual beehive. And she was with her beekeeper. And they did get some honey and it looked glorious. And it looks like something that doesn't take a lot of space. She did not use a lot of space because she had a very small beehive, which is amazing because I thought you needed all this space, but I don't understand how the whole beekeeping thing works because you don't want to have bees everywhere. So you have to have space when you're doing a beehive. But either way, the honey looked delicious. And the best thing about the whole honey thing is that with the husk from the honeycombs, the honeycombs, you know what she did with that? Guys, she and Daniel Martin, they did their own beeswax candles. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. I've never actually seen candles being made, guys, and I was floored. I was like, what? I can make my own candles? But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So another thing too that Meghan did as well before Daniel came over, she did some bath salts. I was like, what? I can make my own bath salts. Guys, because the first thing I would think when I'm thinking bath salts is that I would think, oh, I'm going to go over to the store and get some. I never thought about how to make them. And all it takes, guys, is some Epsom salts, some lavender oils, and some sea salt and stuff like that. And you know, this is just amazing. You can make your own bath salts. I was like, what? I've never tried. I've known that you can do that, but anytime that I've made like a foot bath or anything, I usually just use Epsom salts. I've never thought about making my own bath salts. But yeah, that's an idea, guys. That's something that we can all do. We can all do that. So that's one of the first couple of things that they did. Then they also made a beautiful cake, guys. They made a honey lemon cake. And Daniel did say that it reminded him of her wedding cake, which was like a lemon elder flower cake, which is so it's so light and fluffy and gorgeous and delicious. And yeah, so you know, and I really enjoyed the first episode with Daniel Martin. They talked about how they met, and they met when she was on Suits, when she was first on Suits, and she didn't even have any kind of representation. All she had was her, I think she said her publicist or something like that, and or she didn't really have a big team or anything when she first started. But he was one of the first people that she met, and they became friends from that. And they've been friends ever since. And of course, he did her makeup and stuff, and I think he did her hair as well for her wedding and all that. And I thought that was just beautiful, 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 beautiful friendship. And for all the people in the back who like to say she doesn't have meaningful friends, she has meaningful friends. It's just not you. Just not you, that's all. For all those people who actually like to sit there and talk about Meghan. But yeah, so I thought this was a beautiful episode. Let me see. Is there anything else I missed here? The beeswax. Another thing too that I found out about beeswax candles, guys, is that it purifies the air. The natural one that comes from the actual honeycomb, it purifies air. What? I would have never known that. But yeah, this is the kind of things that you learn when you are watching With Love Meghan. These are the kind of things that you find out, guys. Oh my gosh. So guys, yeah, so I did watch the first 2 episodes, but I'm talking about episode 1 right now with Daniel Martin. I thought their friendship was beautiful. It's on display. It shows you that they've known each other for all these years, right? And I just thought, you know what, the first episode was beautiful. I'm gonna do it episode by episode because I see some people did like a whole review, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do it episode by episode just because I have time. No, I don't have time, but I will find the time to do it episode by episode. But I thought that it was a good start to the whole thing, and I know eventually she will have products on sale, and I think she already does. I think because I have a whole list of stuff here that I found. It's all on asever.com. I think that's where her it's already there. And I saw Squatty Petal from Facts and 2 Cents. She shared this list, and I put the list here as well of the things that are there. And so I didn't see any prices or anything, but these are things that we can all partake from because they're small little things, and they can be used as gifts. They could be used as just like beautiful things that, that you wouldn't, you may not necessarily use it every day, but you might have it as a, something that you use on special occasions, whatever. That's what I would do. That's just me. But I eventually use things because you have to use, when you buy things, guys, you can't keep them forever as a decoration. You keep it for a while, yes, if you want to, preserve it, but eventually you have to use them because otherwise you waste your money and it just goes down the drain. Nothing is meant to last forever, but some things do last forever. Let's just put it that way. So what I do, I use whatever, expensive quality, great quality stuff that I have. I use it up. I keep it up for a long time, but I do use it eventually. And if the covering, if the materials that everything is made with, if it's a beautiful container or whatever, then I repurpose the container. That's what I do. So just a little tip for anything you buy. If you buy, don't throw the jars out. Keep them and repurpose them. You can put stuff in there like cotton balls or something. I don't know. That's what I plan to do. I don't plan, anytime I buy anything from Meghan's line, I am not throwing anything away. I will keep it for a long time, and I will use it eventually. And at the end, when it's done, I will fill it with something. Maybe make a candle. There you go. Fill it with a candle. Do your own beeswax candles. There you go. But guys, I thought the first episode was beautiful. I really appreciated their friendship moments and all that, and I really appreciated the whole thing. But I also, in looking at what others were saying, I did Google a little bit to find out what was going to come up here when it comes to Meghan. And the funny thing is, I saw a lot of pictures because I put in beekeeping because the thing about it is I couldn't take pictures for some reason. When I was watching the first episode, I couldn't take pictures. I couldn't do a screenshot. So I believe that they don't want us taking screenshots of it. If anything, you can Google and find out the pictures that they have available that we can all use, but they don't want you taking screenshots or whatever. That's all copyrighted materials apparently. So I was Googling to find out because I wanted to see a picture with Meghan with the bee, the beehive situation. And I saw that every time I put in Meghan, all I'm seeing is Kate, because apparently Kate went beekeeping, or she did the beekeeping thing a few years back or whenever, I don't know. But all I'm seeing is pictures of Kate. So just be careful of that when you put Meghan's name in, and they will put in pictures of Kate as well, because they're trying to put her up against Kate and all this stuff, which is it's so annoying, guys. It's so annoying. But just be careful of that. And another thing too as well, when I did Google to find out what people have been saying, when I say people, I mean the people who are gonna be critiquing and whatever, and people who have been critiquing her, of course, they're trying to slam her. They're trying to slam the show. And are any of us surprised by this? We're not surprised by this. No, we're not. We're not surprised that they're trying to, that they're gonna pan the show, slam the show, all these things. I am not surprised by that. I expected it, and I'm pretty sure Meghan expected it too. But the funny thing is, when you pan and you say bad things and you try to discourage people from watching and all that, yeah, that's not gonna work. People are still gonna watch. That's the first thing. Second thing, people are still gonna buy her stuff. So you can do all you can. It doesn't surprise me that they are trying to pan the show. It doesn't surprise me at all. But I would have been surprised if they were saying nice things, as a matter of fact. But the whole point is, it's not. You know what it is? It's a numbers game, guys. It's a numbers game. It's not about what other people say, or what people say about it, how people pan it. No, it's not that. It's about the numbers. So at the end of the day, they can say whatever they want to say, but it's the numbers that speak. So when everybody goes there and people will watch the show, and people have already watched the whole show, guys. People have already watched all 8 episodes or whatever. People have already done that. So it's like I'm not surprised that people are panning it, but I can guarantee you it's gonna be one of the highest rated shows, if not the highest rated show. So I'm not worried about that. So don't worry about how many people have been panning it. The haters are going to hate. That's what they do, and Meghan is prepared for that. She knows that people have been trying for years to everything she does, they pick it apart, and they've been trying to bury her for a long time, but they don't realize that she's a seed, and she says it all the time. They try to bury her. They don't realize she is a seed, and she will continue to flower and prosper and all these good things. So it's not, we're not surprised by the whole. If you Google, you will see the first thing that comes up is, Meghan Markle's show gets slammed, or you're gonna see all kind of stuff like that. But like I said, it's a numbers game, so it's the numbers that matter. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what the critics say. All it is at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers, and the numbers will be high, and it's all about who will be buying her products, and how many products will be sold, and things I'm sure will be sold out in no time, guys. So if you want to get anything, go over to As Ever and get your stuff. I mean, so that's my take on the first episode, and I will be back soon with the second episode. I'm gonna do it episode by episode, piece by piece, and that's how I plan to do it. That's how I choose to do it. And so anyways, guys, you already know, please do go over to my Etsy store if you want to purchase anything from my Etsy store. If you have sent any super chats or super stickers, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And like I said, you can go over to my Etsy store, and there's mugs, there's t-shirts, there's a cushion. So if you want to support me, you know what to do, guys. And this picture was sent from one of my first and only sale of a mug so far, and she sent me this picture of her drinking from her Thrive with Liv P cup. And you know what she's drinking, guys? She is drinking Clever Blends, guys. It's a good combination, a great combination. So there you go. But also, guys, I must let you know as well, I will be making, and this is my birth month, this is March. Me and my daughter, we were both born in March. But guys, at the end of March, I will be making a donation to the Altadena Girls Recovery Fund, And I just letting you know, and this is from anything that I make from my store, from my Etsy store. And guys, whether or not I make any sales, I will be making this donation. So just letting you know. And going forward, I will be always donating to somewhere. If it's not the Altadena Girls Recovery, it will be the Sick Kids Hospital here in Toronto or something. Yeah. So anyways, guys. and what I will do, I've decided, at the end of this month, I will make that donation to the Altadena Girls Recovery Fund. But I will make incremental donations, like maybe 4 or 5, let's see, I'd say every 3 months or something, from any proceeds that I get from my Etsy store. Even if I don't make sales, I'm still gonna do it. This is something that will help me to keep my giving spirit alive. And yeah, that's what I plan to do. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for your support, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.